One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning, Unity Atlanta Church. It's great to see all of your lovely faces. That was say. Yeah, I know some of y'all were singing it. Okay. We've got a wonderful program for you today. We're going to bring out Joy Everett.
Thank you. Good morning. Namaste. Right, we're making some choices. Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing love today. Choosing grace, I'm choosing grace today. I'm choosing grace today. now, singing, I'm choosing grace today, choosing compassion. I choose compassion today. I choose compassion. I choose compassion today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I choose compassion today, choosing joy. I'm choosing joy today. Choose joy. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. Choose abundance. I choose abundance today. Choose abundance. I choose abundance today. Yes, I am walking the road of heaven right now. I choose abundance today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. That means sing along, walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. Yes, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing heaven today. Hey, I'm choosing heaven today. I can hear you. I'm choosing heaven today. Now I can hear you walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing heaven today. Walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing heaven today. What are we doing? Walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing heaven today.
Thank you, Joy Everett and the Soulful Harmonics. What a choice. You ready? We're choosing heaven. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Namaste. The Spirit in me truly honors the Spirit in you. And let us begin this time together with a few moments of prayer. Today we are ready to claim what is truly ours, to be who we are, to know what we know, to embrace all our infinite riches. Even if we're a bit nervous or uncertain, we allow ourselves in this moment of prayer, in beloved, supportive, encouraging, inspiring community, to know the truth. God is all good, everywhere present, all the time, always, and in all ways. So today we continue our commitment to our spiritual practice, to be the greatest expression of our true soul self, the Christ. As we let God lead the way, we discern what is ours, and we discern what is someone else's. Knowing that our thoughts and words form our world, we now choose to think and speak only what is constructive, uplifting, and encouraging, so we create our best world now. Grounded here in this present moment, we let our rich, constructive, fulfilling thoughts and words prosper us now. We know and we declare we are prospering now. We give thanks that this is so, that prosperity and abundance, wholeness, harmony, peace, joy, and love fill us now. And so it is, and so we are grateful to let it be. Amen. Well, we are so delighted to have you here for another week in the series that we are using as our Lent practice, Why Not Be Rich, which isn't necessarily a question. It could be a declaration. Why not be rich? You know, put it out there. And when we talk about riches, we're talking about not just how many dollar signs might be in our financial accounts, but how happy, healthy, whole, and harmonious our lives are. And so in our practice, we hold for those things that are positive and affirmative. And so we affirm with you that whether you are a longtime Unity Church follower or you are with us for the very first time, that something here in story or song is speaking to your soul to help you take those next steps, whatever they might be, on your path of spiritual unfoldment. And we all know it's a journey. We're not looking for the end point. Most of us are looking to keep growing and learning together, and that's one of the beautiful things about being together in spiritual community. So we are grateful that you're here. If you are here in our building for the very first time, please see me and one of our board members after the service so we can formally welcome you and make sure you've got one of our welcome kits. The best thing, of course, about being in spiritual community is that we recognize the spirit within each other. We love this time in our service when we get to say namaste. If you'd like to greet someone in our virtual community, just come up to the microphone, wish them happy Sunday. Let us greet one another and say namaste. Happy Sunday. Always so grateful to have you with us.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Beloved community.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste. You all have a beautiful Sunday. Happy spring.
Namaste. The Christ in me beholds the Christ in you. Namaste.
That
Namaste.
Namaste, y'all.
Namaste. Namaste.
Happy Sunday.
My heart singing.
I love you.
Namaste. The Christ in me beholds the Christ in you. Namaste. Namaste.
Good morning, Unity Atlanta. How are you today? Good morning. It's a great day to have a great day. Before we get started, I want to share some words of wisdom from a fifth grader. I was due to meet some students on March 11th and start a 3-week assignment teaching them on March 17th. So, of course, on March 10th, I get the call, you the teacher had to go early, you have to come in. So I'm got no lesson plan, no Gwinnett County computer, nothing. And when I went to the class, I explained, hey, this is a week early. I'm not prepared, but I'm going to do the best I can. And we talked a little bit. So this little girl at the end of the day, really little tiny 5th grader, comes to me and says, Miss J, I actually learned something today. And I said, good, because this was not one of my best teaching days, trust me. And she said to me, my mom says nobody does their best work every day. We just have to try our best. So I'm in love with her, but I'm really in love with her mom for teaching her that and for her thinking enough to tell me that. So sometimes she comes in the morning and says, I'm going to try my best today. I'm like, me too. Okay. Let us start our statement of faith. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in our lives. God, the good, omnipotence. The daily word for today is word power. The affirmation is, I recognize the power that underlies my thoughts and words, and I use this power to establish good in my life. The scripture today comes from Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 11. Like apples of gold in settings of silver is a word spoken at the proper time. The reading says, many times daily we decide whether we shall speak words of happiness, harmony, praise, encouragement, love, and understanding, or words that bring discord, unhappiness, and discontent to those about us. With us rests the decision as to the use we shall make of the power of the word. When we send forth, what we send forth may return to us in kind. When we send forth words of blessing, we are blessed in return. When we use the power that underlies our thoughts and words constructively, we open our lives to an inflow of God's good. Let us begin now to use the power of thought and word to establish good in our own lives and in the lives of others. Let us think good, speak good, see good, and expect good. As we do this, we may be sure that good is being manifested in our lives. Again, the daily word for today is word power. And the affirmation is, I recognize the power that underlies my thoughts and words, and I use this power to establish good in my life. Namaste.
divine. Say that to yourself. Say it again and breathe it in. I am divine. Affirm it. I am divine. Give it room to resonate deep within you as we move now into this sacred time of guided meditation. As you now ground yourself, both feet on the floor, drinking in that delicious, calming earth energy in this present now moment. As our prayer chaplains wearing the purple stoles hold sacred space with us, breathe deeply and call all your energy back to you. Call it back from any place you might have left it. Call it back from any place where you gave it away. Call it back from anyone who tried to take it away from you. Call it all back to you now. Claim your own energy. Claim your own divine power. Let that energy, let that divinity flow through you now. In these moments of guided meditation, fully tune into yourself, only you, and notice what you notice. The swirling thought, the discomfort, the confusion, the excitement, the anticipation. Just notice. No attachment, no clinging, nothing to do, just noticing. Breathing deeply, letting everything be as it is. Being grounded deep into the earth. Slowing all the thoughts down. Attune to yourself. Attune to your wholeness. Attune to your abundance. Attune to your life. Attune to your divinity. Notice what you notice, and stay open to hearing what you need to hear. Stay open to seeing what you need to see. Stay open to knowing what you need to know now as we rest briefly in the stillness. grounded right here, right now, in this present moment, as you notice yourself, as you know more about yourself. Feel how divine you are. Feel the grace and goodness of God, of all the universe, embracing you and enfolding you now. You are whole now. You are healed now. You are peaceful now. You are loved now. You are divine now. And so it is. And so we rejoice in letting it be so. Amen.
Some days life feels perfect, other days it just ain't working. The good, the bad, the right, the wrong, everything in between. Yo, it's crazy, amazing, we can turn hearts with the words we say. Mountains crumble with every syllable, hope can live or die. Speak life to the deadest, darkest night. Speak life, when the sun won't shine and you don't know why. Look into the eyes of the broken-hearted, watch it come alive as soon as you speak hope, you speak love, you speak life. Oh, 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 oh. You speak life. Oh, 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 oh. Some days the tongue gets twisted, other days your thoughts just fall apart. I do, I don't, will, I won't. I'm drowning in the deep. Well, it's crazy, amazing, it's the passion. Mountains crumble with every syllable, and hope can live or die. Speak life to the deadest, darkest night. Speak life, when the sun won't shine and you don't know why. Look into the eyes of the broken-hearted, watch it come alive as soon as you speak hope, you speak love, you speak life. Oh, 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 oh. You speak life. Oh, 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 oh. Lift your head a little higher, spread the love like fire. I hope will fall like rain when you speak life to the words you say. Raise your thoughts a little higher, use your words to inspire. Joy will fall like rain when you speak life to the things you say. Lift your head a little higher, spread the love like fire. Hope will fall like rain when you speak life with the words you say. So speak life to the deadest, darkest night. Speak life when the sun won't shine and you don't know why. Look into the eyes of the broken-hearted, watch it come alive as soon as you speak hope, you speak love, you speak
Today feels perfect, doesn't it? It feels even more perfect because I'm so excited to introduce you to one of my colleagues in Unity. Let me tell you a little bit about Reverend Mark Hicks, who's giving our message this morning. Reverend Mark became a licensed Unity teacher in 2010 and an ordained Unity minister in 2022, and I got to see him get ordained. He is the founder and developer of Truth Unity, an online ministry which many of us use that provides daily learning and inspiration from teachings from Myrtle and Charles Fillmore and those who use their teachings as well. He is the author of Credo of a Metaphysical Christian, which offers 25 insights into metaphysical religion and unity ministry. In addition, Reverend Mark collaborated with 6 other scholars to publish the Fillmore Study Bible. If you're feeling very scholarly, we have some in the bookstore. And this is a contemporary, global, English New Testament with annotations from Charles Fillmore and his students. Currently, Reverend Mark is collaborating with our own licensed Unity teacher, Cora Alexander, to develop Fillmore Wings, 18 lessons from the original Unity Society Correspondence School courses, which facilitated Unity's tremendous growth from 1909 into the mid-1970s, and in the fashion of everything old is new again, they're going to be able to be used online, which is the new long-distance learning. So stay tuned for those. In 2011, Reverend Mark founded the Unity Church of Georgetown, Texas, and was their spiritual leader for 7 months. Recently, he served as minister for Unity of Baltimore, Maryland. Reverend Mark and his wife Marika have been married 45 years. They have 2 grown daughters and live in Baltimore, Maryland, where they enjoy doting on their grandchildren. And Gilda is going to prepare us for his message with another teaching from Reverend Martha Judici.
An inspirational teaching from Reverend Martha Judici, longtime Unity minister and master teacher. To have or have not. Excerpted from her 1980s lessons presented at Unity Village Chapel in Lee Summit, Missouri. Our words definitely determine whether we have something or whether we have not. Our words are the tools, the instruments by which we build our world. We shape and form our world according to our thought word. So, every word that we think is formative, but some of them are more formative than others, because we invest more feeling and energy in them. The more energy or feeling that we invest in the thought, the more rapidly it manifests in our world. So, to be prosperous, we have to begin to recognize that we have abundance now, and we must think and speak words that prepare us to receive this abundance.
Please join me in welcoming Reverend Mark Hicks.
Thank you for having me.
I learned about Martha Judici at the archives, and I was a student there, and they had a room filled with cassettes. And I was studying, and I listened to the cassettes, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm learning things here from people 30 years ago that is transforming me. And that started a ministry, just digitizing and putting it out there. So Martha Judici talks about word thought. We've heard that word today. She coined the term, word thought. What is it? And that's the point I want to make today. In one sense, it's a script. People wonder, what is it? It's a script. We all know what a script is. It's a rule that we use to drive our life, to make our decisions, to evaluate things that we see, to determine whether they're relevant or not relevant, whether it's a problem or whether it's an opportunity to use. With one exception, and this is the Martha Judici exception, this is the unity exception, this is the metaphysical Christian exception, this is the exception that Jesus put in there. It's a script, but it's a script that includes the work of God and the Holy Spirit. We are not alone. It is not psychology. It is not magic. It is not words that somehow have power to go out and have their own agency to shove things around in our life. No, it's God, but it's a script, and it's our script. And as Reverend Jen has said, it's a script that works through us, not for us or at us or really by us. And Martha Judici's genius was that she exhibited that script in a very powerful way. And I do not see the clock, okay, because of the lights. So I'm going to ask at 5 minutes, all of you start waving at me, okay, if you would, because I'm just blinded by the lights. So what we're dealing with here is God. We're dealing with our internal scripts, and we're dealing with the Holy Spirit, which is a presence in our life today. Now, scripturally, we know that the Word began in the book of Genesis. In the beginning was the Word. And the Word is also the opening of the Gospel of John. Jesus has declared the Word. But there's another statement that was used by Jesus. And this was, in my opinion, Jesus' great script. This is what drove the man's life. And in Hebrew, it's called the Shema. It's the declaration, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one." And it's followed in the book of Deuteronomy by the statement that we're all very familiar with. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And we translate that today as with all your spirit, with all your soul, and with all your strength. But there's a follow-on. And the follow-on is, and you shall love your neighbor as yourself. And I'm going to switch that preposition. Instead of as, I'm going to say, you shall love your neighbor and you shall love yourself. So what we have here is a script that's talking about God, is talking about our neighbor, and it's talking about ourself. And the commandment is to love. That is what Martha Judici is offering for us today. Now, in unity, we have this spiritual teaching called the 12 Powers. And it has some kind of similarity to the Enneagram, which has 9 centers of energy, the chakras. My opinion is that the 12 Powers is far more sophisticated. Let me give an example. First of all, there's 4 powers in the body, 4 powers in the spirit, 4 powers in the heart. When we talk about the 4 powers in the body, it begins in the back with strength and in the belly with order. And the belly and the back, the strength in the back and the belly and the order forms our access of the pivotal axis of our body is where we carry our weight. And then below that, to not be too graphic, we have renunciation and we have life. And the point is, these powers speak to one another. They have their own script. You have a script for renunciation. You have a script for life. I do too. My script for life tells me that I should be exercising every day. I should be releasing the things that are not good for me. And my script for life tells me I'll have another donut. Okay? That's an example of how we are having self-talk in our scripts. I have another script that says I have spiritual understanding. I have patience. And I have another script that says I have will, and that is my desire, and I want it now. And will and understanding are together in spirit. I have I have faith and I have imagination, two other powers of spirit. And my imagination runs wild. It's completely unscripted. My faith is not so sure at all times. So I have this internal dialogue of scripting going on. We all do. And one of the powers of listening to Martha Judice's talk and using her affirmations and denials is what she calls the power of dominion. It's the ability to take those internal scripts that are so often contradictory to one another and to align ourselves, to align our heart, our soul, and our might, according to the book of Deuteronomy, to align our spirit, our soul, and our body. And when they are aligned, then our divinity can come through. We are always divine. We are always one. But sometimes we have a difficult time being whole. And that is because of misplaced scripts that were learned early in childhood, and they stay with us. And our goal here, our task, is to question those scripts. So when you read the affirmations and the denials, I ask you to say to yourself, what internal script is this challenging? How can I become more fully aligned? Another example is love and judgment. If you're familiar with the 12 powers, you know that they're related. James and John are the apostles. But love and justice are in our chest cavity, and they're part of our soul. Love wants to give it away. Everything is, if I have love, I'm free. Judgment says, wait a minute, Mark. Wait a minute. Don't make promises you can't keep. We all have to balance those. We have to align our internal scripting, align our 12 powers. Another example is I have two powers also in my soul, the power of zeal and the power of speaking. Now get me riled, get me in a bar fight, and I've got zeal. Okay? But in a pulpit, I'm a little bit more human, okay, based on the context. So how does my zeal and how does my power of speaking, are they aligned? Am I the same person? And I would submit that the 12 powers, we have 12 of them, they all talk to each other. They don't only talk to their pair, but they talk to each other. And there's all sorts of inner scripts. I'm better than you. I'm worse than you. I deserve. Cora and I studied this program where we're talking about justifications. These are all justifications. And there's probably 5 or 6 of them. There's 12 powers. They're talking to each other and to themselves. That's 144. There's maybe 4 or 5 major scripts. So that takes us up to about 600. So I have 600 conversations going on in my mind at any given time. What did the Apostle Paul say? I can't help myself. The way out, the way forward, by the teachings of Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, is to align the inner powers, to question the scripts, to bring them so that they are working in harmony. There was a New Thought minister of the 1930s and 40s named Glenn Clark. I'm a big fan of his. He made the point that the way, have you ever seen a deer jump over a fence? Have you ever seen that happen? And you wonder, is that superhuman? Is that super animal? Is it possible to do that? Yes, it is. But his point is that the way the deer is able to do that is because the deer is perfectly aligned. Just like an Olympic athlete knows exactly what needs to be done. And so my point is our words are not magic. What our words do is they align our internal powers. They tell us to challenge our scripts. They allow us to align our scripts so that we speak with one voice, one power, one spirit. And the way that happens is because God is in charge. Our inner Christ is there beckoning us to that higher level. Now, let me give you some examples of how that plays out. We live in very contentious times. You know that. We do not like what a lot of other people do like. What do we do about it? Back in my earlier days, I was a volunteer with an organization called Bread for the World, and I had the job of going around to the churches and trying to get churches to write letters to Congress to support hunger programs. And I did that in the 4th Congressional District of Louisiana, which is now held by the Speaker of the House. And I can tell you it can be a very lonely job to be peddling peace and justice in the 4th District of Louisiana. But you know, this organization is now 50 years old. I'm going to be in Washington at my congressional office, my senator's office. And what I learned is if I can lay down my scripts and lay down the scripts that I have of that person who has power and speak to them as a human being, unscripted, fully open to spirit, they respond. Not everything's going to happen, but my point is that's the way the scripts work. We lay them down. Our scripts are our problems. We let them go. We align ourselves. I'm going to share, I don't know if Cora is here, but I don't. Let me tell you how I met Cora Alexander. My daughter was a grad student at Houston. It was Sunday morning, and I went out to the Unity Worldwide Ministries website, and I saw that there's a church just down the street. And it was not the big pyramid, it was a little church. I'm going to go. So I drove down there, and when I got to the building, it didn't look like a church. It looked like a pub. There were no windows. You know, I thought, boy, I was really curious. So I go in and I open the door and kind of peek. And at the end of there was a sanctuary. At the end, there were about a dozen ladies in a circle having a Keep a True Lent study group. And they saw me, come on in. They said, come on in, come on in. So I went in there and, of course, kind of felt out of place. And there was one gal, the woman that was, she asked me not to call her a gal. The woman who was leading this is my southern talk, I apologize. The woman who was leading this looked familiar. And I said, I know her. And I realized that 5 years earlier I had been at the Unity Inn studying to become a licensed teacher. She was there. And at the time we had on the staff at the Unity Inn a guy who was a part-time opera singer. And he was good. He was really talented. And during the lunch break, he would belt it, he would just stand up there and start singing the song, and everyone would get quiet. And he would say, "Oh, what a beautiful morning," and he would be singing the song. Everybody would sing along with him. But one day, there was this woman from Houston was sitting there, happened to be alone. He walked over and he started singing this operatic song to Cora. And she was so embarrassed, but I remembered her. And so when I walked out of that Unity Church that Sunday, I realized they do not have a website. And I decided, well, I'm going to build them a website. You know, I build websites like I drink coffee. I mean, it's very easy if you know what you're doing. And I needed a name for it, and the church was called Unity Church of Truth. And so I thought, Unity Church of Truth, I'll call it Truth Unity. So I built this website, and the bottom line is they did not use the website. Okay, I had too much zeal. All right. What I want to bring out is it not possible? Is it not possible that there was somewhere, somehow, a presence of God that said, Mark, go to that church. Mark, build that website. I believe that. I believe that. And today, Cora and I are collaborators in a brand new program. There's a dozen copies of our study guide out there. I'll send you more. There's a lot of materials out there. Anything that's out there, you just go to truthunity.net, put in gift shop, and I'll send you a copy of anything that's there. Here's how it goes. We get rid of our scripts. We go to the uncomfortable places. We allow Spirit to lead. We become unscripted. And the way we do that is by committing to these affirmations and these denials and using our words to set forth a process that we then will follow, but we do not know where it leads. And our proclamation is there is but one presence and one power in the universe and in our life, God the good, omnipotent. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, so much for reminding us that whatever that script is, we can give it to God and we are divine. Look what I got. All right, let's see. For those of you who don't know and are new to us, we decided that one of the ways that we celebrate and appreciate our abundance is to share our abundance. This is just part of the core teachings that we do. And so once a month, I'm not sure how we picked the lavender bag, but lavender is a color of prosperity. We love to just give y'all something for being a member of Unity Atlanta Church, because we love you so much. And so this month, ooh, I want this. There's a little bread slice and olives and basil, and it says, treat yourself, Kroger. And for anyone who's running out of here for March Madness and needs refreshments, we got you covered. All right, let's see. Frida Stewart, are you here, Frida? Oh, no. She might be watching March Madness already. Florine Woodward. How is it we have all these people in the building and I pull names of people who aren't here? I must be calling them to come and be here in person. I know she's not here either. Oh, this is embarrassing. Band, I need a little music. Oh my God. Erica Rose, are you here? Oh my God. Don't anybody follow my bracket. John Marino's here. I know it. I saw him. And John's one of our newer members. Congratulations. Thank you. As part of celebrating the goodness. Isn't it awesome we have all these virtual people? They just aren't here. See, one of the rules is you have to be present to win. So all of you who didn't hear today about how divine you are enough. One of the things that's so powerful about knowing our wholeness, our abundance, our health is that we give from our divinity. When we think of our little small self, we're like, oh, I don't know, I'm going to hold on to it. But when we give from our divinity, we know we can't outgive God. So whether you give a Cash App or Venmo, or you're newer to the congregation and you still want to do a 2025 pledge, or you have a bank draft that comes monthly, or you like the green stuff, cash, whatever way you give, we are so grateful to receive. And we are so grateful for this community where there's so many wonderful people sharing not only of their treasure, but their talents too. So let's affirm our offering blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and increases all that I give, all that I have, and all that I receive. I give because so much has been given to me, and I am prosperous. I give because giving feels good. I gratefully give because I am generous, kind, and loving. Amen.
Read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned, staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. I break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the lines. Yeah, we've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no, no. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. I know you know this. Stand up. You're gonna sing it with us now. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. 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 The rest is still unwritten.
Heck yeah. All right, just a couple of announcements. The first one is, please join Reverend Jen and Reverend Mark for Reverend Jen's workshop today. Why Not Be Rich? It's in the chapel about 12:30. Sometimes you don't get in there till 12:35. But come and join us. Grab a snack from the snack bar and let's declare, why not be rich? Okay. Also, save the date. Our next open mic night is Friday, April 4th at 7 p.m. It'll be in Fellowship Hall. Hope that you will join us. On Saturday, April 5th is the Run Walk Club. And I'll announce next week where they're going because I can't remember. Okay. Also, on Easter Sunday, which is April the 20th. And Easter's really late, but it seems like, man, it's rushing up. Okay. So we are having an 8 o'clock Easter Sunrise Healing Circle. It'll be in person only right here in the sanctuary. And then we'll have our traditional 11 o'clock Easter celebration service.
Also, the Tuesday after Easter on April 22nd, we are hosting a film documentary. And it was a book written by Suzanne Geisman, and the title of the book is Wolf's Message, Two Worlds, One Heart. And the great thing is that Suzanne will be here. We'll show the documentary. It's about 60 minutes long. Then she'll be here for Q&A. And what it's about is there was a Native American, and his nickname was Wolf, and he was struck and killed by lightning. After he died, they found all this evidence that he knew exactly what was happening. He was in touch with the spirit realm, and it is fascinating. It is fascinating. So I hope that you'll come and join us for that. There will be more information about that in the newsletter, on Facebook, and of course from the announcements. So thank you so much. And Reverend Mark, you've been a delight. Thank you so much. And now the lovely Gilda will close us out.
Reverend Mark asked that I tell you that there are books out on the table and they are for the taking. So thank you, Reverend Mark. Join me, please, in saying our affirmation. My constructive, uplifting, fulfilling words prosper me now. My rich thoughts prosper me now. I am prospering now. And if you're able, please stand, join hands, and let's sing Let There Be Peace on Earth.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin
And now let's recite our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me. Love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever you are, God is. And we are so grateful. Have a wonderful week.
1, 2, 3.